So for postgraduate applications, again, it's program specific, but I think most of our master's programs are looking for a first degree with a 2-1 usually. There can be exceptions to that. We look at every application. It's not an automatic cutoff. Motivation is still very important. Also, the time between that first degree and now is important. So that's one thing to say. Another thing to say about the degree that one has, we often find that with postgraduate programs, applicants sort of assume that they need to have something that's either in the subject, the first degree needs to be in the subject that they're applying for, or it needs to be very closely related. But that's just not necessarily the case. It really depends on, again, the narrative they construct, the motivation one has. There could be very good reasons, and we have, certainly in the case of the MA journalism, which is the one I'm most familiar with, cases of students coming from a biology degree and they want to get into journalism, sometimes because they want to write about science journalism, sometimes because they want to do journalism on something completely different. And that's completely acceptable to us. We're not looking necessarily for that subject knowledge. Some master's programs do put a little bit more emphasis on that, but I think as a general rule, students shouldn't rule themselves out of a master's program. The other thing I would say is that in some of our MAs, it is possible, technically, to apply directly to the MA without a first degree based on professional experience. And one of the things I'd say about that is we certainly will consider that, but it's very rare. So we when we say professional experience, we would say that would be fairly exceptional professional experience. And otherwise, we would encourage the applicant to consider our BA programs because there's a lot of value to be gained going through that BA level if you don't have a first degree.